I just had to come back on and let y'all know I'm rolling. I'm good. Not one, not two, but three brothers pulled up and came out for us, sis, okay? So, y'all is good, and he is good all the time. Father is good, and he is good all the time. So I just came back on to tell y'all I'm good. Three cool brothers pulled up on me and made sure my battery in my car started back up. So it didn't take long. Won't Father do it? Come on here now. They just pulled up right away. What you need? What you need? What you need? So praise be to Yah. I'm good, y'all. I'm rolling. I just wanted to pop back on and tell y'all that, especially because, I got some lurkers. So they probably was like, her car died. Her battery died. She back. Okay. She back. This had just forgot to turn the car completely off. Okay. Thinking I'm going to hop on and hop off. We know that don't be happening. But it was good. Ain't it though? Come on now. Look, the brother was like, "What, you be rapping or something?" He like, "You be rapping?" I said, "No, I was just talking, just giving a little message." He said, "Look, don't turn your car off about 20 minutes." He said, "Go back on there and do another message so you don't forget not to turn your car off so your battery can charge back up to where it's supposed to be." So it was just funny, But yeah, I'm Gucci, y'all. Met a brother from New York too. He from Brooklyn, okay? So look at Father. So yeah, I'm back on the road. Probably done working. I thought I was gonna be out busting up some stuff, but I had to bust up, get this stuff out my system right quick in a healthy way. So I praise y'all for that. So I'ma swing around the city. Virginia kind of slow. I'm in Virginia. Virginia kind of slow. Brooklyn, okay. I lived in the state for a minute now. But I'm just a New York City girl, period. I done lived in all 5 boroughs. So when I say I'm from New York City, I'm really from New York. But I was just hype out there with the I'm all out of breath, okay? Had me a good time. Got this, got my little bank hat on right quick. Shoshana, you a trip. Okay? You a trip. I'm just going to tell you that. You is a trip. Okay, girl? And I know for the lurkers, they really gonna be tripping because that was the other thing. Let me just go and put it out here too. Cause Dashay was on my post. Okay, Dashay said something. He like, you got Dashay comment on your post. I don't even know her. I said, the hell? I don't care who comment on my post. The hell? Just cause y'all ain't cool don't mean I gotta delete these folk and do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So look, it's a whole nother monster. But might as well just get it all out, right? But anywho, I know them lurkers gonna be chatting. They probably chatting right now. Shoshana was on her post, and Shoshana, I already know. So look here, my mama told me to show out. They better be lucky Father got my little hind parts arrested by his spirit, because I would really, 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 really show out. I like that kind of stuff sometimes. But listen, I ain't trying to be no messy Jessie. But I will be tell the truth Ruth, okay? And that's on period. I don't know where I get that from. I just made that up. But I just had came back on. Look, come on here. And look, you know what made it so bad? Some of them was inboxing me, like I said, while we was in it, while I was still in. This all just unfolded now. Praise be to Yah. But they would inbox me and stuff like that. I guess not wanting him to know. I don't move like that. Again, different strokes for different folks. But, you know, if y'all can't be liking nobody's stuff, that you is not my father. Maury determined you is not the father. Okay, you is not the father. You is not the father. That's what Maury has said. So, I don't know. I don't even care. But I tell you one thing for sure, two things for certain. I'm excited about my future. Yes, this pandemonic activity is here. Yes, this is a plague. Yes, judgment is on the land. Come on here now. You better look. He blocked me real quick. Says I mean, I could turn my light on. I ain't gonna do nothing in Richmond. He blocked me real quick. And then when I had called him back and I told him how much of a rejected, abandoned child his tale was, carrying on like that, yelling like he crazy now. That really had, that really did something. He said, "This is why I didn't want you to call me back." He was like, I got tired of, he was foaming out the mouth. He was snapping. I'm talking about, you would have thought I killed this dog. You would have thought I killed this cat. You would have thought I did something. Now, the way he was carrying on. But needless to say, she is who she is. And this the crazy part. Can I be honest? Not that I was coming into the game naive, because like I said, Father already had prepared me. Period. Through rejection, through abandonment, through, you know what I'm saying, what I was calling negative childhood experiences. I didn't know at the time, when I was going on these lonely routes, these obscure journeys, I didn't know nothing about my father. Strangely enough, a lady, she was a staff worker in a boarding home I signed myself into. My testimony's so real. I had signed myself into a boarding home when I was 16. And Father good, he get all the glory, man. She had came to my wedding when I was married to my first husband. And we ain't know nothing about y'all at all. Strangely enough, though, even though I didn't come up with no church, no Bible, never talked about God, never was praying in the house, none of that kind of stuff, right? Strangely enough, that lady the staff worker at that boarding home, I used to write all the time. I used to write poetry. I used to write songs. I was just a writer. That was a gift he gave me. I don't even know if I'm going the right way. I'm not going the right way. Yes, I am going the right way. Okay. So, anywho, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just talking now. So, I used to write, and she had took a liking to it. She used to encourage us girls in the boarding home. You know what I'm saying? To be great. Shout out to her. Do you know when she came to my wedding, she said, "I need your address because I got to send you something." And a few weeks later, probably more than a few weeks. I don't want to be lying. But anywho, small detail, don't matter. A while later, she mailed me a package. She mailed me some money. And she mailed me poems I had written when I was in the boarding home. And mind you, I done forgot about these poems. Out of sight. I mean, we talking 10 years, 15 years later. You know what I'm saying? Sure enough, wasn't thinking about them. But she mailed them to me. And do you know, in some of my poems, I was writing literally, and I would say, I would be referencing God. I cannot tell you where it came from. Never really knew his name. Never had conversation about it even being a higher power, a creator, none of that, none of that. I cannot tell you how, when I got this package, I was like, wow, there was always a knowing. There was always a knowing. And praise be to Yah. This is why he said he used all things together for the good. Look at how he let he let what's supposed to be an attack. He let what's supposed to be an attack. You know what I'm saying? What's supposed to be slander. Look how he used it to get his glory. I'm so excited and so in love with my father that, don't get it twisted, I will air something out. You know what I'm saying? I will go off if I need to now. But I'm more fired up about his word and what he's done in my life than I am about the Sanballats and Tobias. Praise be to Yah. There was a time that when people came against me, looking back, praise be to Yah, them situations will become like gods in my life. I would ponder on it. I would be revved up. My peace would just be gone. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said something or violated me in a kind of way. But look at what Father has done. Hallelujah. He took that from me. I'm realizing right now, he's so good. Father, you are funny, man. Oh, man, he is so... Father has a sense of humor. I swear to you. I used to get caught up. I'm talking about belligerent, livid. When I would go there, when I would get fired up like that, and I'm still being delivered from that. For real. Don't play like some stuff ain't hard to shake. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that fury and that rage is worse than an addiction. You know what I'm saying? But that probably hit my belt. But listen, that stuff used to be like false gods in my life. It would take so much out of me, and I used to really think that it was okay. You know what I'm saying? But they said this and they did that. To now be in this situation publicly, and it's small public. This small public. This ain't nothing to a giant, for real. This is small. This is like a little pebble. Praise be to Yah. The devil meant for it to be a boulder in my life. Come on through here now. This thing is a little pebble. I'm realizing now, like, who is that? What's that? You know what I'm saying? He let all that I have been through. I'm telling you, this past year, man, it was the toughest year of my entire 39 years of living. But this reward, to have really have him locked in my heart, money can't pay for this. Money cannot pay for this kind of love. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I was tripping now. I've been booed up for a long time. Thankfully I only had 3 serious relationships. 2 of them was marriages. So sis always been like a servant, right? Making home, making man happy. Oh, there you go. Okay. It's going in and out, y'all, because I'm in a little area. But look, ever since I was like, I guess you could say 20, I'm 39. So half of my life, I was in relationship. marriage. I had 2 marriages, right? 3 serious relationships, all for several years at a time. This past year that I've been by myself, for the most part, I have learned so much about me through the Most High. Through the Most High. This thing doing this. Let me see. I can't even see if y'all commenting for real. The last comment I could see. Shoshana, you said, because the last video, it cut off y'all comments. I could see them when I got off, but I see Shoshana said deeply in love with being loved by Father. Yes. And defensiveness. That's all I can see. I can't tell if y'all writing more, but that's what happened. That's what happened. Father took my focus off of people. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I came up here tonight, and I usually, like I said, stuff be happening in my life, I don't be shooting for nothing. But because I'm being shot for, that's just what it is. But look, he literally took everything that I could think about people, expect from people, and he really took me through this long journey with just him. This is why I'm so radical. This is why I'm so radical for y'all. This is why I'm so radical for y'all. My mom recently asked me, why you don't say Jesus no more? And I had to say, Mama, I asked him for clarity about that name. And he showed me. He walked me through the wisdom walk. He gave me the wisdom walk. That's what I'm going to call it, the wisdom walk. Okay? The walk of wisdom. So I said, no, that's not what it is, you know? And for a while, if you go back and look at some of my videos on YouTube, I was like, man, I ain't even associating with people who say that name, right? But then he showed me, Erica, you could be as radical as you want, but the same way it took for me to deal with your heart, only I can deal with them in that. You know what I'm saying? Only I can reveal things. Like the Bible say, one man plants, another one waters, but Father does the increase, right? So I'm saying all this to say, even with these attacks and this slander and this come on now, that part, Shoshana, she said, I have found out of this world love that Father gives. I can't see less. Period. And it's just that simple. And that's really what drives me. I can't, it would take so much. And this is so good. Thank you, y'all. I used to be like tick, tick, boom, tick, tick, boom. Like, I'm telling you, ready to go at all times. In school, I would get into fights with girls who bullied other girls. I would literally start fights with the bully just because. And I was still a little thing. I've been the same size since I was 13 years old, 5'1". I would literally start with the bully for bullying girls that they know wouldn't fight them. So ready to go. So much anger, so much rage. It didn't take much for me to go there. Do you know how good it feels to be in a place where somebody, not even somebody, groups of people, a group of people slander or try to, you know what I'm saying, come for me, and I'm at peace with just using this word and standing on this word, that I don't gotta, like, you know, get all extra nasty. Excuse me. That's just the love of the Father. That's just the love of the Father. And not everybody got that yet. Not everybody is in a place yet to to really be filled. That's all it is. That's why my favorite little emoji thing is that sword man, okay? But when you get touched by this love, when you really, I was saying it yesterday, this is an identity issue. The word gonna come forth because he got me, man. Every day I'm not on live, if y'all could, I probably could get buckets. No bragging, I say this in all humility. I probably could get buckets to fill up with the water of the word, yo. This chick gonna try to say, this chick, brainwashed chick, B. She gonna try to call me in the midst of this the other day and say, well, just try to listen to him and be quiet. Don't don't record. Don't post anything. Because like he said, God doesn't talk to us that much. My Bible tell me he always listening. As a matter of fact, I've been trained in prayer to sometimes don't talk. Just listen. He said don't turn it off for 20 minutes. My yeah. Train to not talk, but to listen because he's speaking. Yah speaks more than we listen. This is the crazy part. And you know, I had to tell that broke down chick. He must not be talking to you every day, but he talks to me every day. Every day. You know how simple it is? When I get up, and sometimes I struggle still not to pick up my phone right away. I ain't gonna lie. He know if I'm lying. I reach over. Sometimes I go ahead and get my phone. Look, the brother first said don't. Destiny. The brother first hit me up. Mind you, they both was calling my phone all stupid, right? Messaging me and everything. I'm asleep. I think I might have just woke up like a little while before that, but usually when I get up, I go straight in my word. You know what I'm saying? I might pick up my phone here or there, but I'm usually, when I get up in the morning, that's my breakfast. My kids will tell you, my son's like, Mom, you don't even hardly sleep. You don't even hardly eat. The chubbiness just stays a while. But the brother first said for me to stop talking. Stop doing your videos. That's what he said. And stop posting them scriptures. Destiny, you know me now. You know sis wasn't always about these scriptures now. Then the sister done come and gonna talk about, well, I mean, it's undeniable that you have, several gifts. It's undeniable that you're anointed, but if it's causing conflict with him, I said, look, you screw him. I don't care about conflict with him. How you gonna be conflicted over my daddy word? And he tell us to go out throughout the world and spread his word. Answer me that. Riddle me that. My book tells me go out here and spread the gospel. My Bible even tell me to tell it to the unbeliever. My Bible even tells me, come on, that part, the loving kindness that, come on here now. My Bible even tells me to speak and set the captives free. My Bible even tells me that I should be ready at all times with the word. Who the hell is a man or woman? You telling me to not do the very thing that my good book tells me to do. Then she said, Maya, well, Erica, yeah. You know these two, Destiny? If you read that chapter of Nehemiah that I just talked about in that other video, I was on there too long, okay? I didn't even realize it's Shoshana 4, okay? Had me up there all that long. Sanballat and Tobias. She tried to then come and tell me here now, well, you carry an authority with you that may make him feel uncomfortable. I said, who problem is that? I have brothers in truth right now that say, sis, that inbox me, come on my live and talk. Sure enough, ain't my covering. I said, what? So Erica, he just might want you to tone it down for a season. This part, this what I recognize, Destiny. Hold on a minute now. If we on the same team, if, and my granny used to say, if was a fifth, we all be drunk. If we play for the same team, I'm just saying now. If we play for the same team, this is why he say he let the wheat and the tear grow up together. I knew it was a matter of time because it would be no love shown about my words. I don't be up here for likes. You never catch me. Oh, press the like button, share it. You. That's not how I move. If you come on and you inclined to hear. If you inclined to share it, share it. Like, it's all love. I'm not tripping. You know what I'm saying? But if we play for the same team, why would you feel threatened? How you telling me I'm promoting rebelliousness in your movement by posting scriptures or posting things? Because in particular, I shared the post from last year that was about the pagan holidays, and I said, no man taught me this. I should have left the comments up there. He put up 2 comments. I taught you everything, and even if you knew this, so what, you knew this, you ain't never had it the way I shredded it up. Like, bruh, beat it. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you got the game twisted. So I just find it amazing now. And I really came on just to say I made out good with Macabre, but uh-oh. Ooh, Shoshana. Let me read this out loud. Psalm 94, 16 through 17. Girl, who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? Unless Yahuwah had been my help, my soul had almost dwelt in silence. My mama had a hard time telling me be quiet. I don't know who these folk thought it was going. What the hell? This mouth, and sometimes I look, when he first started telling me to speak, I used to be like, wait, I gotta get my braces first, y'all. Like, I got to get my smile together. Like, I go, I'm telling the truth now. And he woke my tail up about 2 something in the morning. It sounded like trees was falling on my house. It was no storm outside. I was sleeping in the bed with my husband. And literally it sounded like logs fell on my house. And I popped straight up in the bed. And my husband was still asleep. All the kids were still asleep. But I knew I heard things hit the house. He was hitting my house. He was hitting my heart. And I popped up and I looked around. Everybody's still asleep. My heart pounding. Literally. This is how for real this was for me. I'm sitting there on my bed looking at my husband sleep. And clear as day, he said, you must speak for me. I swear I'm not. I looked around the room, dog. I looked around and I knew it wasn't a human voice. I knew that much. But mind you, at this time, I was still smoking. I don't think I had went to bed high that night. I might have. Ain't gonna lie now. Because sis used to be hitting them J's for real. No, don't close it. I do? Okay. Oh, I need your number then. I just got one just now because I had my car. I hadn't turned off my car and I was recording. So it was just running my battery. So they just jumped it. But I'll take your number. Hold up. Look at y'all. I didn't shut it all the way. I'll tell you. Hold on. Let me get a pen. Look at Father. Sent a mechanic. Look at this. Let me just see if I can. Huh? What you smell?
It's a misfire. And you need battery terminals.
Oh, you about to be my guy.
Yeah, I live right there on the street. I pulled up like, man, hear that. I'm like, man, I don't want to creep nobody out. You know what I mean?
Oh, nah, you ain't creeping me out. Let me find the pen because I'm going to get your number. Look at Father. He just sent a mechanic up to my car to tell me exactly what I need for my car. Won't he do it, y'all? Look at Father. I'm sitting outside a different 7-Eleven. Look, can you write it down in there? Good looking. Look at y'all. Y'all. Let me tell y'all right quick. And I know I was just telling y'all about how Father woke me up, right? But let me tell y'all. I got this car from an Arab spot. I buy here, pay here. He sold me a bad car. He told me I could get my money back or get a different car. Can you write your number down? Thank you. He told me I could get my money back or pick a different car. But because he sold me one bad car, I said, I don't want another car from you just to get my money back. This Negro told me he was going to come take my car and he wasn't giving my money back. So y'all know the ratchet chick showed up, right? And I was like, Negro, I guess I'll be like the gingerbread man. You catch me if you can. You ain't keeping my money and taking my car. So needless to say, probably like a month ago, he sent his little black mechanic around to my house. And this dude showed up with a spare key, went in my backyard. Thank you.
Call me.
I sure will. My name Erica.
Just call me.
Okay.
I live 4 blocks down.
All right. I live out in Chester, so
It doesn't matter. I'll meet you. You can follow me or I got a shopping all.
All right, bet. Thank you so much. Look at y'all. Come through now. Come through. This dude sent his little black mechanic to come take my car. He had a spare key. He went in my backyard and he proceeded to get my car. I came on my house and he was in front of my house in my car trying to pull off. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I snatched the car door open. I told him to get out of my car. He told me that he was, the Arab dude sent him to get it. So I said, do you got my deposit? He said, that's between you and him. I said, so is this car. So get out my car. He said, I'm not getting out of nothing. So then, the language came out. So I said, bruh, you getting out my car? He said, I'm not getting out of sugar honey iced tea. I don't want to be cussing. I reached in this car and I threw this car in park and I proceeded to go take the key out the ignition and he grabbed my arm and he was trying to twist my arm. He didn't know I have a metal rod in his arm. I got hit by a car a couple years ago and the whole car missed my body, but the mirror of the car hit my arm and evenly broke one of the bones that's in my forearm. So he was twisting this arm. He thought he was doing something. He didn't know he was twisting on a rod. Needless to say, the power of the Most High showed up. Like I said, I'm only 5'1", and I'm not saying this to brag. I'm telling you, my father showed up. I had that ninja pinned down up in his car so good. He was yelping. Get off of me. He couldn't even, he didn't even sound like a man. You know that video Mike Tyson said he was making feminine gestures? That was him. He left out of my yard in a car he came in with the girl. I still had my car, and I had the spare key he came with. Okay? Needless to say. So he left with less than he came with. Okay? So I have had sound mind. I want to resolve the issue now. I want the ARAB. I got the Better Business Bureau involved. I got Consumer Protection involved. I got the dealer board involved. This man refused to take me to court for this car. Okay? He refused. Thank you. I'll be in touch with you soon.
All right, I live right here in the Hollis Street, like 4 blocks down.
All right. Yeah. Good looking.
All right.
Yes, Erica. It's a New York number. I don't care. Oh, that's what's up. Needless to say, and this is a prayer answer, y'all, because I was like, Father, send a divine mechanic, like somebody who ain't gonna gut me. Listen here, this dude just pulled up. Come on, he said he ain't want to creep me out. He been sitting here for a few minutes, and look what he did. Waited and came around to my car to tell me come on, man. That dude left without the car key. And since then, like, I want him to take the car back, but I want my money back. You're not going to rip me off. I don't care how saved I am. That's just not about to happen. And, of course, he came over here to my house. And my children here. So he was out in the yard. Get off of me. He was yelling. He sounded like a whole woman out there in that yard. And I know that ARAB probably fired him because he went back even without the key. You see what I'm saying? So now for them to come, if they catch my car out of my house, he won't even take me to court. He won't even really do what he got to do to repo the car. Come on here now. And I ain't paid him nothing past the deposit. Okay? Because this happened the first week that I had the car. Needless to say, they got to bring a tow truck to come get the car. So, I haven't tried to put no money into this car because of this issue. Because I want them to take the car back, right? But I want my money back. This mechanic gonna hook me up and me, my kids, and the car gonna be gone. So, anywho, praise be to y'all. So, it's just funny. He just pulled up and was able to tell me what was wrong with my car without even touching it. Okay, and I didn't even tell him, but I took my car to get a diagnostic, and exactly what he just told me was wrong with my car is exactly what they told me. So I know that Father sent him. And I'm pulled up at a 7-Eleven, okay? About to be a blessing to somebody. Look at here. Look at y'all. And he just said, yo, you been getting jumps? This is the first time I had to get a jump. Look, Father, look, come on now. But look, I'm going to say this and I'm going to go. That night, Father woke me up. There was no storm outside. I heard trees hitting the house. There was no storm outside. Nothing had hit my house. And he said, you got to talk. He said, it was clear. You have to talk for me. And I was like, what the heck? I was looking around, I was scared. If I could be totally honest with y'all, I pulled the covers up over my head. I ain't even lay back down for a second. I pulled the covers up over my head. And I wasn't high. I know I wasn't high. And it said it again. It was the same thing. That light, man, that light just won't leave. You see this? I don't know. It said it again. So now I laid down and I knew it was y'all at that point. And I said, I can't talk. And he was like, you will. And I would tell him, I'm like, I'm scared. Like, what you mean? Like, I don't even know nothing. He told me to study Moses, David, and Paul. I got this stuff written down from this was last year, March, I want to say. I was confused. I went to sleep. The next morning, I was riding with my husband, dropping him off at work. He was driving. I'm in the car. He just finished rolling up. I'm going to keep it a stack with y'all. Y'all know I don't lie. Well, y'all don't know, but like, ain't no need for me to be putting no list in there if I'm lying, okay? I'm going to tell y'all the whole truth and nothing but the truth. My husband just finished rolling up because we was steamed before he go to work. And I, at this time, he ain't know I was from Vietnam, Destiny. I'm a natural born soldier. Stop playing. So my husband just finished rolling up and we was ready to steam. And by this time I had already been reading and stuff, right? Because I'll be smoking and the church people try to tell me stop saying this, that I was glorifying my sin. No, I'm not. I'm really telling the truth on where he came to the pit and got me. I was not looking for him. I did not ask for him. Listen here. Sis was Henny and tequila queen. By this time, I think I was smoking probably more than I had ever smoked. I was smoking regularly. You hear me? And every time I'll be smoking, before I smoked, after I smoked, while I was smoking, either songs would come into my spirit. My husband will tell you, my sister will tell you. We'll be sitting there playing spades, you know what I'm saying? Turned up, like real talk. This was really my life. I'll go to work, my kids go to bed. My kids didn't even know I smoked. This is a flat out truth. My sons did not even know I smoked until the end of last year, I think, or early this year when I told them that. And they was like, what? Like, you do, Mom? Look. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. So this is why I don't let nobody box me in or box. I can't even listen to somebody tell people what y'all will and won't do. I know where he came and got me from. I know how raunchy I was. Not in a sexual way, but I'll cuss somebody out. I'll slap somebody. I ain't care. I did not care. I would still be the person that feed the homeless and all that kind of stuff. But you talking about somebody that's provoked in the wrong way. I don't want to convict myself, man, because they same thing you say can and will be used against you. But listen, I was doing stuff that Bible blatantly tell me don't do. Flat out. And I'm so glad to be able to say this because without having this real experience with the Most High, I would have still been living in condemnation. This is why I take the word so serious. It's not even about blasting people. What you not going to do is pervert this word and keep people in bondage. Not on my watch. If I see it, I'm saying something. You know, they used to have the signs in New York, see something, say something. I see it, I'm saying something. So needless to say, back to the story, me and my husband was on the way to work. And it always happened like that I'll see pieces of scripture. Mind you, I didn't know scriptures for real. But certain words, I would see it. It would almost be like it was dancing in my mind. Like, you know, like on Sesame Street or whatever, Blue's Clues or stupid stuff like that. It was like that. And I would say it to my husband had came up in church. So he knew he was good at remembering scriptures. So I would tell him, yo, we smoking and we riding. And I'm like, such and such. And I would say stuff and he'd be like, yo, that's part of a scripture. And I would go Google some of the words and it would be scriptures. That morning we was on the way to his job. Just pulled out the parking lot. Just finished rolling up. We about to steam. Listen to our gospel music. I listen to gospel music while I be smoking everything. My sister and them used to be so mad. Erica, turn the gospel music off. How you sitting up here blazing and you playing God music? This what I'm telling you the truth. Father, no, I'm not lying. And I used to say, he see us anyway. He know us anyway. This much I knew. I understand smoking defiles the temple. But let me tell you something. While I was defiling this temple, he came for me. This is the love of the Father. Man will say, you defiling your temple, I'm done with you. Father, see me defiling this temple. Come on through here. He seen me. Come on here now. Remember, he don't sleep nor slumber. Nothing catches him by surprise. He seen me defiling this temple. Come on here. He even say, don't play. The word says it's not what goes into a man that's unclean, but what comes out of him. So let me tell you something. The venom in somebody's heart is just as defiling to the temple as somebody smoking. If you wicked in your heart and you spewing out venom, or you have venomous, devilish thoughts, hello, you more defiled than the person that's smoking. Don't he say no sin greater than another? This is how real it is. Church had me in bondage. That I got to keep coming and paying my money and all this kind of stupid stuff here now. I paid a lot of money and I was only in church for like 2 years, 2.5 years or something like that. Come on here. Put a lot of money. A lot. I mean, I was so amazed at that Father loved me that I didn't care about giving up my money. Come on here. I didn't care about it. On that way to work, we blazing. Right before I hit the blunt. I ain't lying. The same voice that I heard in the night, it was the same voice. It said, that was me. It said it the same in the night when he said, talk for me, he said it twice. In the car, in the daytime, it was about 8 something in the morning, 7:30 in the morning. He said, that was me. Twice. And literally, I just bust into tears. And my husband looked over at me. He said, what's wrong with you? Right? And we wasn't necessarily in the healthiest of spaces. But I told him what happened, you know. I had already told him. He said he didn't hear nothing. In the car, all I could do was cry. He's like, what is wrong with you? And I couldn't breathe. I was like, it happened again. You heard it? I'm crying, just overwhelmed. It was really him. It was really him. And ever since then, when I tell you from last year, my life been like this. Crazy. Every relationship I've had, family, friend, marriage, finances, everything took a hit. And I would be laying, like I keep saying, I'll be laying up in my house and I would be screaming. Sometimes I'm telling you, in the beginning I was cussing. And I would say, how the F is this you? How the F is this you? And all this stuff is happening to me. When I tell you he took me with my anger, he took me with my foul mouth, he took me loving smoking weed. Come on here. It was a period that I stopped smoking. Wasn't even thinking about weed. I could stop smoking. I could smoke today and not smoke for a whole year. But the more I started reading that book, sometimes I'll be smoking and he'll say, open the Bible to any page. And I would flip that book open to any page and literally the words would come to life. I wish I could make this up. This my real testimony. He came for me right where I was. Same way he stopped Paul. He ain't make me go blind. But guess what? He cut my tail off from this world. He cut my tail off from this world. He let me understand that he is the Alpha and Omega. You understand? He let me know that he had to be my full satisfaction if I was going to survive. Come on through here now. 2019, December 2019, there's going to be a plague. Told my husband, yo, red Exodus, yo, something, you heard that? It's going to be a pestilence. It's going to be, I'm snapping. This is 2019. You heard that? You heard that? Still at this point, didn't really know too much about Holy Spirit. Didn't know nothing about the Ruach. Nothing. But after I read Exodus, I fasted. And literally that thing about this pandemic that came upon us, check the video. I did that video. I said, so it's gonna be a plague. It's gonna be a famine. December 2019, I kept telling my husband, telling my mother and them, yo, it's gonna be a plague, it's gonna be a pestilence, it's gonna be a pestilence. He had me studying specifically herbs for lungs and immune system. I was spending hundreds of dollars every month to buy up herbs. The very same herbs that had sustained me all pandemic long. First, my father's hand sustained me first. But he gave me wisdom. He gave me wisdom. I was never into herbs and stuff like. He taught me. He showed me what to look for. You see? So I'm saying all this to say this is why I'm so bold and boisterous about this word. There was nobody to even walk with me through this. When I would tell what I thought was my friends at that time, they was thinking I was crazy. But the thing was so concrete in me that I knew I couldn't ignore it. You see what I'm saying? I couldn't. Once I heard, I couldn't act like I didn't hear it. You know? So now it brought me to a place of certainty about who he is. It brought me to a place of confidence in him and him alone. That no matter who's with me or who's not, I'm good. I'm in his, he said, nothing and no one can separate me from his love. Nothing. Nothing. When you talk about breaking spirits of rejection, spirits of abandonment, spirits of abuse, spirits of molestation and generational curses and all this kind of stuff here. When you really get a word like that in your heart and he really make it known to you, this is the truth. You can depend on this right here. That nothing can separate you from him. That's a game changer. When I told my husband I started hearing like that, and sometimes we'll be studying, we'll read the scriptures and the stuff would just like come to life. And he'll be like, yo, you got all of that out of that? Father worked, man. Father works. Father works. So through that time, he taught me to really embrace the love he had for me. So now going through this, I'm going to shoot for where I got to shoot. I'm going to hit the target and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Because his love is enough. Like he said, he is sufficient. He's sufficient. So I won't focus on my warfare. You know what I'm saying? I handle it. I deal with it as best as I know how. What I can't do, I trust him to do, and I keep it moving. But I rejoice more now in his love. I rejoice now in the face of adversity, knowing that he said he'll never leave me nor forsake me. I rejoice in the privilege to be able to repent. I rejoice in the privilege to be able to pray. I rejoice in the privilege to be able to read the word and it's not just words to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm done, y'all. I had just came on to tell y'all I got to jump and I was safe. But I have to tell y'all about that love. He has a perfect love that does not fail. So take hold of that. Seek him for it. He says, knock and the door shall be open. Seek and you shall find. Ask and you shall receive. So do that. Take him at his word. Test him. Prove him. And with that, y'all, I am going. I'm going to go ahead and start making my way home after I do what I got to do right here. But I pray that y'all be blessed. Thank y'all for chit chatting. This was just a little chit chat. I wasn't up here to teach or nothing. Just was a little chit chat. You know, one thing I've come to appreciate is transparency. And I used to be mad because I used to go to church and I used to be like, they still seem like they hiding stuff. You know, when he say we overcome by the word of our testimony and the blood of the Lamb, this is real. And it's not to say that we still don't have struggles. We still do. It's stuff that I still be like, yo, y'all need help with this. You know what I'm saying? But nothing, not even myself, nothing that I'm experiencing, praise be to Yah, he has given me the grace to maintain my faith. He says, let your faith fail not. Let your faith fail not. I'm not giving this up. It took a long time for me to get here, to taste of his goodness. And I'm not ready to stop eating, baby. Sis here. Sis here to eat all this, okay? Y'all can look at me and tell I like to eat now, but I'm going to eat all this. So with that, yes, the word heals. He can send a word. Listen, he sent the word to deliver. He sent a word to heal. He drew me by his word. He keep me by his word. Even when I fall on my face, even when I do, like Paul said, that I don't want to do, he's still there. He's still there. So I believe in his love and I treasure his love. And like I said, I fight for this. I stand for this. This is it for me. This is life. If I died today, if nobody ever said anything else, I pray that people will have a testimony that I reminded them or helped them understand or led them to the love and to the healing, to the deliverance that Father says that belongs to us anyway. You know, this other stuff, it's like rolling off duck skin, duck fur. Okay, like I'm gonna shoot it and I'm gonna bust it and keep it moving. But my ultimate purpose is to restore. My ultimate purpose is to encourage. My ultimate purpose is to fight alongside until that person is strong enough to fight on their own and then go help somebody else fight. That's me. That's just what it is. So I don't make no apologies. Like I keep saying, I don't apologize for this. I love this. I love him. I love him for loving me first when I didn't even love myself, you know? So praise be to Yah, y'all. Praise be to Yah. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of y'all night. Have a great week. Do that which he has called you to do. Do that he has called you to do. And if you don't know what he called you to do, ask him. He shall reveal it to you. Okay? Much love to y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for chiming in. Be a blessing to somebody. Encourage one another like he tell us to do. All of us going through something. So faith is contagious. So rub shoulders with somebody. Rub shoulders with somebody and encourage them that y'all loves them and they can make it through. They will make it through. All right, adios. Mwah, 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 mwah. I love y'all. Big hugs, big hug, big hug. If I could hug y'all through the screen, I will. I'll give nice, good, strong hugs. So you think I'm a big girl, but I'm not. But strong hugs for y'all, right? And sweet kisses. Be safe, y'all. Have a good night.